All right, one other real quick one here. We have been following the cognitive gaffes of Donald Trump. This is a particularly funny one. And a bunch of people wrote to me and said, David, this is a Freudian slip from Trump. I don't believe it is. I think this is just Trump's inability to read off of a teleprompter. Donald Trump mangled the English language badly, and told his supporters that they can now stop supporting MAGA tyrants. The syntax is off the wall. Trump really struggling to read pretty simple stuff off of the prompter. Take a listen to this.
And with the 2024 election now less than 1 year away, this is your chance to take a stand against tyrants that support the one and only movement that can save our country and make America great again. We must win in 2024.
This is your opportunity to support the tyrants. He is saying not to support MAGA tyrants. I don't think he knows that he's saying it, but it's because he doesn't really know what he's saying when he reads off of a teleprompter. Now, some people wrote me and said, David, this is a Freudian slip. The idea of a Freudian slip is you meant to say one thing, but what came out is what you really believe. Trump really believes that MAGA is a bunch of tyrants. I disagree that that's the analysis here. It's not a Freudian slip with Trump because he doesn't know what he's saying, and he also doesn't know what he means, and he also rarely knows what he believes. It's just what's convenient at the time, who's on my side, who's no longer on my side, who's disloyal. He's an automaton stuck in the teleprompter and doing a poor job with it, despite saying Biden and Obama and anybody else who uses a prompter is bad or wrong or whatever the case may be. And by the way, I know people will say Trump no longer looks orange. It almost looks like he's wearing some kind of really badly done blackface. I'm not even going to get involved in commenting on that. Okay, leave that for the YouTube comments. I can't even delve into that. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back with so much more in a moment. So I wrote another book for kids. The first book was Think Like a Detective. The point of the first book was to teach kids critical thinking, which Republicans don't want them to learn, because when kids learn critical thinking, they don't vote for Republicans. The new book is Think Like a Scientist. This is a fun adventure teaching kids the scientific method. Again, Republicans aren't big on kids learning the scientific method because when they do, they're less likely to fall for Republican lies about climate change and vaccines and so many other things. You can get the new book as well as the first one at davidpakman.com/book. This is part of the Adventures in Thinking series. Can you imagine that we're doing this? We are. davidpakman.com/book. 13,500 copies of the first book have sold. I'll bring you an update soon on sales for the second book. Think Like a Scientist, davidpakman.com/book.